One day I'm standing outside of my door, modeling non-antisocial behavior, and a student looks me in the face and says, "Has anyone ever told you you have a smile like a haunted doll?" You know, believe it or not, no one had ever told me that. Another time I'm eating a boiled egg in front of my class, which I understand is an act of violence. And with egg prices, kind of a status symbol. And my student Aiden turns to his friend and says, "There she goes with her boiled egg again." There she goes with her boiled egg again, meaning they met up outside of class and established a pattern. And that's high-level thinking. I can't be mad at that. They're making connections. My last story, I'm up in front of my class one day teaching a classically amazing lesson. My student Olive raises her hand and says, "Factually, you could make more money shaking your ass on stage." Which, wow, what a vote of confidence. I can't believe I give off raw, unbridled sensuality as I teach 7th grade in a winter coat I refuse to take off. I'm not just a loser, though. I also did just get engaged. Wow, thank you guys. You sound like my parents. Me and my fiance have a really romantic proposal story. My little sister, who is 4 years younger than me, called me on the phone and told me that she and her boyfriend were going to look at rings. And then me and my boyfriend were engaged 15 minutes later. Does anyone have a little sister here? No, complete silence, complete fear. You know what it's like? It's like getting to talk to Gwyneth Paltrow on the phone, because she's thin and blonde and makes me feel bad about myself. But planning a wedding is really crazy because of stuff you see online. Like a place where you buy a used wedding dress is called stillwhite.com. Okay, stillwhite.com does not sound like a wedding dress site. It sounds like a genealogy site for white supremacists. It sounds like you're looking at a long handwritten ledger. It also sounds like something you might say in the 90s if someone was like, you know, the Irish were also enslaved. You go, okay, stillwhite.com. Also, I don't know if anyone's ever planned a wedding, but online, people called their save the dates STDs. And it's like, there may be a more famous STD that you are forgetting about. But in a way, planning a wedding is kind of like having an STD because it's something that you do that you make everyone else's problem. I have a lot of marriages and divorces in my family. I come from a big blended family, and I have a dad and a stepdad. And I've sort of seen the two ways men can age. You can dye your hair, or you can get a late-in-life earring. Anyone here tonight? And it's been amazing to meet all their girlfriends. I really liked meeting all the realtors in the tri-state area. But one thing I've noticed is that people don't really display their remarriage photos in their home, like of the new family. And I'll tell you why. It's because they look bad. It's 5 unrelated dressed up adults. It looks like a shareholders meeting. It looks like coworkers that just beat an escape room. I don't know if you can tell from my energy, and it doesn't feel good to be one of 3 women saying this tonight, but I actually did just get diagnosed with ADHD. And when they diagnose you, they ask you all these leading questions. They're like, how often do you try to guess what people are saying? How often do you finish people's sentences? How many car accidents have you been in? It's like, damn, is this a test about being a woman? Because I am acing it. No, I've known I've had ADHD ever since I was a little kid, because when I was little, my parents sent me to a camp called Organization Camp. Organization Camp was me and 8 boys who were teaming up to kill our moms. Every night I sleep in a long nightgown. And I don't think maybe long nightgowns say you want to have sex, but they do say, I want you to brush my hair and my doll's hair. And long nightgowns leave a lot to the imagination. Like, for example, my body could be a tube. I told that at a show, and this girl turned to her boyfriend and went, "Too silly." Too silly? Damn. I was an RA in college. I know you're looking at me being like, this woman has professionalized being a narc. If I see something, I'm saying something. And I used to do my rounds in a long cornflower blue nightgown that stretched all the way down to my bare feet. And one night I knocked on a resident's door, and I heard him say to his roommate, "I think there's a little ghost girl outside." I'm Paige. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.